Day 3, the Republican National Convention in Cleveland. You can see behind me, it's like a circus atmosphere. First of all, more police than I've ever seen in my entire life. They're on bikes. They're from all over the country. You meet the California Highway Patrol here. You meet cops from Utah. I guess they brought them in from everywhere because of how many were needed. The protests have been either small or, thank God, non-violent, so that's been a non-story here. For me, the big story of the convention so far is a speech given by Melania Trump, not about the whole plagiarism thing, and Donald J. Trump. What I mean by that is both of them spoke about values. Both of them portrayed their husband, father, as a man who raised them or lives with great values, respect for others, teaching his children the value of hard work, wanting to unify the country. Those have been the most effective speeches, which says to me that what I've kind of been trying to highlight all along, the need for more values in this election cycle, where it's been strikingly absent, is essential. What's going to win over Americans? Hearing that we're also going to be voting not just for people with policy visions, national security visions, people who are going to fight terrorism, which is like paramount, and fix the economy, but also people that we can respect, whether it's Hillary or Donald, people we can respect, because the unfavorables for both candidates has become so high. And I think it's mostly to do with the fact that we think, we question their values. Are they trustworthy? Are they honest? Are they nice to people? Are they decent? Et cetera, et cetera. So Trump's family has been making this strong argument. You don't know our dad. Stop letting him be defined by the media or even some of the things that he's done. Actually, he's a very decent man. But it's Trump himself who has to make that argument. And he has to make that argument tomorrow night when he accepts the nomination. He's got to give a vision for a unified country. He's got to maybe take a little bit of responsibility for some of the actions during the campaign season that were not in accordance to the values articulated by his son last night or his wife on Monday night. That would go a long way. He would win over so many critics. Americans are values voters. They always have been. Now, very often our values have been defined in terms of abortion, gay marriage, contraception. I always call that the social, sexual values, which usually end up dividing us. There's a lot more values besides things that are related to sex. There's values like how do we minimize the divorce rate in America and strengthen families? How do we create altruistic children with a national year of service? How do we bring together a country that is so disparate and so multi-ethnic, which should be a strength? It should not be something that divides us. And Americans really want to hear that. Trump has already won the nomination. He's the official nominee. Pivot to values. Pivot to values. Articulate a values vision. By all means, say you're going to go after ISIS. They have to be destroyed utterly. By all means, say you're going to keep extremists out of the country, and you're going to vet them, and you're going to put more INS resources to look at who's trying to get into this country, because we don't want people who are going to murder us. But also say that America is still a refuge for those who are being murdered and slaughtered. Also say that amidst the need, the absolute need for legal immigration, because it's not fair to punish those who apply to get into this country legally when others can just get in illegally. It undermines the whole justice of the system, but still praise the legal immigrants, the Latino community that has contributed immeasurably to the greatness of the United States. Although you might not get, Mr. Trump, a single, African-American vote, a few African-American votes, it makes no difference. Speak about the greatness in your speech about someone like Martin Luther King. Talk about his vision for this great country of eradicating injustice. Sometimes it's not just about getting votes. It's about making a values-based impression on the greatest country in the world. This is a country of decency and compassion and goodness and charity, and people want to hear that values message. We'll see if it happens. In the meantime, I'm getting back into the scrum.